Welcome to Lifelines, where hope rises from the most unexpected places. This is the true-to-heart story of a hungry girl, a broken man, and a miracle neither of them saw coming. Cars zipped past, cafes buzzed with chatter, and on the corner of 7th and Elm, a little girl in worn-out sneakers stared through a restaurant window. Her name was Amara, 9 years old, black, hungry, not just for food, but for something bigger, for kindness, for warmth, for a chance. Inside the cafe, sitting in silence, was Wesley Grant, a name once known in boardrooms and business magazines. Ever since, he'd withdrawn from the world. No speeches, no press, no family, just silence and sadness. But that day, everything changed. Amara hesitated before entering the restaurant. A waitress tried to shoo her off, but Wesley noticed her through the glass and motioned her over. "Let her in," he said. She walked up, small hands trembling. "I'm not here to beg," she whispered. "I just want your leftovers." Wesley chuckled softly, sadly. "Leftovers," she nodded. "You look like someone who doesn't finish their plate. I could use whatever you don't want." A pause, then laughter. It wasn't mocking. It was the first real laugh Wesley had felt bubble up in years. "All right, kid," he smiled. "Sit down, let's eat." They sat opposite each other, one in a designer wheelchair, the other with frayed braids and empty pockets. Amara devoured a grilled cheese, while Wesley picked at his soup. "Where's your mom?" he asked. "I roam during the day." Wesley felt his chest tighten. It wasn't just pity, it was familiarity. Grief recognized grief. "You know," she added, wiping crumbs from her cheek, "you look like someone who used to be happy." That hit him harder than any therapy session ever had. After lunch, Amara stood up. "Thanks for the food. Trade complete." "Wait," Wesley said. "What trade?" "I gave you my company," she grinned. "You gave me leftovers." He stared. In her innocence, she was right. For the first time in years, Wesley felt less alone. "Come back tomorrow?" he asked. She beamed. "Only if there's more grilled cheese." And so their routine began. Every day, after school, Amara would walk into that cafe. She'd order the same thing, sit with Wesley, and talk about life. Wesley started smiling more, laughing again. The staff noticed. His nurse noticed. Even he noticed. One day, Amara brought a sketchbook. "This is you," she said, flipping it open. A clumsy but heartfelt drawing. Wesley smiling, surrounded by stars. "Why stars?" "Because people forgot you shine," she said. He nearly cried. And slowly, something changed in Wesley. He began making calls again, reached out to old contacts, started writing, speaking online. His voice, once silent, became a roar. Inspired by Amara, he launched a foundation project. Leftover, turning wasted meals from high-end restaurants into food for homeless children. "Your idea," he told her. "You just didn't know it." Months later, Amara stopped showing up. One day passed, then two, then a week. Wesley was restless. He sent staff to look around the neighborhood. No sign. Finally, they found her father, collapsed at his job site. A heart attack. Amara was taken in by the system, and they wouldn't release her location. He didn't stop. Wesley fought through red tape, pushing like a father, desperate for his daughter. And finally, after 42 days, he found her in a foster home, 2 towns away. He arrived in his van, eyes wide, heart pounding. Amara ran to him. "You found me," she cried. "I never lost you," he replied. Wesley adopted Amara, legally, fully. Together, They expanded Project Leftover into 17 cities. It fed thousands of children. But it did more than feed stomachs, it fed souls. Wesley regained the spotlight, but this time not as a tech mogul, one who remembered her roots and never let anyone forget that miracles often come wrapped in humble packages. On the foundation's anniversary, Amara stood on stage and said, "People ask how I changed his life, but the truth is, he changed mine. He gave me something no one else did. He saw me. All I asked for were leftovers, but he gave me everything." And that's how a broken millionaire and a hungry little girl traded scraps for something priceless, a second chance at life. Because here on Lifelines, we believe one moment of kindness can rewrite everything.